Greetings, my name is Sugi and thanks for joining me today on my video about Heroes of the Storm. I will be giving some of my first impressions after playing the game. This is not a full review and don't take it as one. Of course, the game is still in alpha, so it's not a final product and it shouldn't be reflected as such. And first things first, I want to say that the footage you will be seeing is not on the full graphics, and it wasn't filmed on my own computer, so this is something I want to be very clear on. And I have to say that the graphics are pretty good, even on the lower settings. The game turns out to be working really smoothly. Characters are really responsive, and that's really important. Sometimes it's hard to, due to some of the color themes, it's sometimes hard to understand what's happening on the fights. I've played MOBAs before, but I think this is a thing that probably most people get used to after like 20 games. And aside from this, we have of course a very different game compared to other MOBAs. We have the shared experience, so everybody levels the same time. We don't have items, we have upgrades. These are both really interesting systems, so it's not a lot of a solo game. I could definitely see while I was playing I had some solo elements to it, and I should have grouped up more. The face of the game is also like really interesting. Like the games last around 15 minutes. And there's like objectives should be like taken like when they are possible to be taken. I had like a habit of just farming in the lane a bit too much. Like of course you don't get gold, but you get experience. And you know, in other MOBAs you have a laning phase. In this game it's very brief. You might trade up, do some exchanges in abilities and poke around, but after 1 or 2 minutes the objective control starts, and that's what the game is more dynamic. It's more fast paced. It is overall very interesting type of a game compared to other MOBAs. It's just very different. It's just more fast paced, and you have to be really proactive every second. You have to know the rotations, you have to know when the timers are up on the camps and all that. You have to calculate a lot. And what really show on my games that if you're not playing with pre-made, it might be really hard time to play the game, especially for a beginner, because you don't know when you should go for the next objective and when you should go the objective Z. And that is something I really noticed while I was playing the game. As for the other stuff, I really like the current cast. There was a lot of bit of controversy about though, like some of the characters are a bit too expensive in the game, and I really can agree. It takes a lot of time to grind the characters, but at the same time the real money prices are pretty damn high for champions, heroes and skins alike, compared to other games like League of Legends, Dungate or Dota 2 or even Smite. And this was pretty cool game overall experience. I will be definitely playing it more. I think some of the downsides for me probably was that the game might become a bit redundant after a while. Some maps might not be too fun playing after them a couple of times. So I'm hoping there will be more maps and more characters to play in the future, because the current talent system doesn't allow too much customization. It does allow, but it doesn't, compared to other games, it doesn't allow to do much. And that's probably something that is affecting my decision why I feel that the game might be becoming a bit redundant, because it feels like it plays out kind of similar way each time. But of course this is just an alpha, and there's going to be a lot of changes to this game in the future. I'm really looking forward to play this game more, and if you're interested in playing the game, you should sign up for the alpha from Battle.net. And see you guys later on the next Heroes of the Storm video and other MOBA stuff. Remember, share, like and subscribe for new content, and thanks again. Cheers.